all alone, can face it while alone without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter. I've closed my screen.
Make sure your clothes up.
Hi.
Face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter. What else should I be?
Oh.
Don't take off my mask, revealing dark.
Okay. Hey! Oh! Yeah!
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of here.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are...
I see. Even with this country's power.
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like...
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom... How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But what reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you...
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer. She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And this is all hypothetical, mind you. If the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill.
Your comment just now. Does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down.
He's lying, right? But if it's the truth,
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
the truth. What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then. Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... It's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
That's gotta be shopped! I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes? It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as it's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge. Dude, it's the nav. When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly, quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusion.
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you. I'll take your silence as... In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarama. To think it would end up like...
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform. Someone else is behind. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a great... Which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate.
And if we do...
And I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you. Along with...
This ain't no deal, it's black!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about the higher-ups are concerned only with... They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proof?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault?
We haven't killed, and we're still going to be arrested.
You'll be found guilty if you're caught, and it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's...
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about it?
I can understand how you feel. Well, you don't have... Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable... I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely... We should be getting back. About that. I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel. My business is
I'll deal with it some...
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going!
I'm sorry about the sudden break. So, I truly but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation. But I feel another great stride will occur again. I hope you all continue to pay attention to...
Let's have a...
Was that really our best... Hey,
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think...
So what? We'll just accept...
He's got evidence on us.
Damn it!
calm down.
How am I supposed to
What's done is done. We must make a...
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Similar occurrences followed in although things have quieted. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered he had received a calling card from the Phantom.
Why did Futaba have something like that?
If a calling card was delivered, if so...
I knew it. Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin.
Post-festival party? Nope. Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post? Since we've run into... People say these kinds of events... It seems like it's already... Let's get...
And now, it's time for the student sheriff! But before that, we've got a huge... Members of the dance club, come... Now everybody, join in! Don't fall behind the dance club.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's... Very impressive, Senpai.
Now that you're all warmed up, let's switch up the...
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. Just wait here and watch what happens.
Yo, who's that? Huh?
That's crazy. That was so exhausting, but what a blast! I feel like I danced my heart out back there. I know, right? I was totally blown away.
It's my dad. He's sorry to leave you like... Thank you. I'll be alright though. The post-festival party... See you soon! Oh, sorry. I was just worried about the whole thing. You're right.
And round of applause. All right. No.
I guess this...
How about the girl in the hoodie with the super bleached hair?
Huh?
Well then.
Which... But...
Come. And what is your...
Takamaki.
You stole my role! Ah, Takamaki-san. Good looks, smoking body. You don't look like you have a complaint. Now then, on with the show. What would you like to share with us today? I don't know. Here, do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students? Huh?
Oh?
Man, he's going in for the kill.
We're all dying to know what Akechi could... So, are they from Shujin? What? Huh? Actually, I was wondering that myself.
Really? Wow, way to go!
I think it was him! So, Takamaki-san, what's your relation to this guy? Huh? My, she's red as a beet! But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet... Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty?
Just when it was getting interesting!
MC, do your job!
It's finally... I can't believe you had the courage to stand up and say that in front of... Huh? So you did it... At any rate, So... You know, you're actually... I think we'll be good together. Talking about the future... Stop it! But this... I hope you like it. Wanna head...
Welcome home. Futaba?
I needed to calm my brain. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside.
The mass media, no count their say. So,
Nothing that...
what's going on here? And I thought well, if things...
But so...
we may need...
Please, let me see this through to the end.
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements. That's what you want? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need result. You're allowed.
To you?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
We're home! Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it?
I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Hey, if this keeps up...
I'll get right to... Is this a real... Did they trigger a change? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped and I knew I had to...
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. It's the same as Mom's...
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still. When she said she was gonna go to the beach out of nowhere, and even the doctors... At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing. I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro...
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves' changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked. It's around that time that I got to know. She said something odd when we were out that one of who wouldn't take that as a joke. But if anything were to happen to you, I'd feel... There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say? So, can I assume that you admit to it? You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months, and on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the...
Wait,
She was killed! I remember it now!
stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids, and I end up getting consoled by her. God. Real pathetic.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault!
I see. Don't worry, even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thief. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win. Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Whew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired. We're gonna win.
I should write something.
Sorry.
Where have you been searching all along, confessing while alone without the clue, without a sign, without grasping
Hey!
real question to be asked. Where have I
Let's do it.
I'm a sharpshooter. Apples masquerade.
Well
Hiding
then.
both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming... We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves. The suspects for Mr. Okumura's death. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitive and have decided to reward anyone with information.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary reward money.
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen? I hope you understand, even people who didn't have an interest before, and it'll happen every... Why? That may have been true. Well, I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my... All I can do now, just don't become desperate and do I won't sell you out.
I feel bad about what we...
Did you see that reward? With this, the fat... That would...
Hey, great!
We're wanted now, and the reward's 30 million yen?
We're I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start.
Then what about everything we've done, and are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually...
No, because of Yusuke and I. The Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincident. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too, considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have been used to lure...
What a cheap trick.
Cheap. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic break.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more... Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji, taking out your frustration on things doesn't...
Hey, why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
It's probably because...
Agree. At the time, we only cared about the opinion.
Yeah. I'm such an idiot! I became a Phantom Thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become...
We were meant to be the righteous Phantom Thieves. I'm so irritated. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete... But still, of course I want to do something!
Yeah. Well, however, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they...
Are we really a...
Should we... I mean...
Hey.
Yeah, running away with our tails, but we'd be dumping every...
take back what I just said. Absolutely.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go.
Yeah.
Being framed and I lost it. I can start. Thanks. Oh, see ya.
We've reached. There's no. Okay. Nice. Okay. What's up? Oh, you want to do it?
All right. All right.
Well then.
An issue in which criminals do what only now the government we don't. Let us.
He's a politician of the ruling. I heard there's.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you,
That's a good question.
Quit effing.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest. I'm referring to Sai-san's action. She must be considerably make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get tested.
The police have nothing on us. There's no...
True. I'm the only one. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concoct...
We don't care about that.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she...
Is this to prevent the
Precisely.
Still...
Indeed.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence? You say... It seems that their priority is...
No!
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you, too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
how do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect... So how about it?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're
It can't... There is also... She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any... They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do
Because of... Yes, it isn't so... It's simple...
You know... Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart? Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan?
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, because I've also known for...
Why didn't you...
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to a lot of this will... I see.
Will you tell your sister?
Of course.
You seem awfully evasive today.
I just can't make time.
Let's call it a day then.
I'm sorry.
Wasn't Makoto acting? Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow.
Palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his... And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura? That can't be. I mean, Although... Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? That does make sense, more or less. If you simply wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need... I'm amazed. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out. Those words normally hint at the... However, if your story till now is true, it's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point, someone set up only to bear responsibility. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved. And if that's the case... Was a change of heart. What happened? Tell me
What's this favor you... We'll be going to Nijima's things like her work ethic, and those would help. I can stuff like... A girl You Well, like her history with... You're Phantom... Also, I may be over... Ow! Same as always. Let me... So this is the courthouse. You can tell it. Let's hurry up.
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but on the 20th and in
4.
Then that...
Still after all, well then. Huh?
This is the model I wanted! You're I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you...
That's true.
Ooh. I'll...
Thanks. Well then, I'll do my best.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure...
I often...
It'd be... Although...
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium?
Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting.
Gambling, then. How about a racetrack for horses? Other than...
We played cards.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is...
It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Isn't that...
The police station...
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or...
Wait,
The police station's also part of her work area, though. Whenever arrests, I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right?
Codename?
Phantom Thieves can't...
Just for
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
What is...
Then...
Are your clothes all black?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't...
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one. Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out?
Got it.
Now then. Now then.
I have something.
Wait!
I have something.
Okay.
So, this means we're acknowledged.
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace. Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because of all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, people may look normal, but we should be careful.
Is this what you have to go through every time?